PsN 3941. I'm back with episode 6. I have a cold one. And tonight I am having a cold one since I didn't have to work today. A little bit of this delicious Michelob Amber. Sponsor them! Drink up! Today's episode is entitled Episode 66. It's PsN. What the fuck? I want to start out by saying that I do like my Sony PlayStation. I only bought one because all my friends bought one. I either going to play alone or with my friends. Ultimately, I still end up playing alone. Probably should have stuck with the Microsoft Xbox. Anyway, I digress. I still love my PlayStation, but there are things about it I hate. And I want to talk a little bit about this because this is a really what the fuck moment for me. So, right now, I had to wait. I got on Sony's network 2 weeks ago because I had a new card and I put it in all this stuff for to make PlayStation Network purchases with my credit card, MasterCard, and it wouldn't accept it. And so I ended up having to call them. I waited maybe 5 minutes or less to get on talking to them. So I spoke to the person on the PlayStation Network, and this person from India, since they outsource everything to India, decided to tell me that I had to delete one of my cards. She deleted it, made sure all the addresses and stuff were the same. So I put my address on the card as my old address in Louisville, Kentucky. But here's what ended up happening. And so it got it fixed, and I made a purchase for $9.99. And now, today, I see our sales going on, and I want to make a purchase, and it keeps telling me the card is invalid and gives me this particular error code. And that error code is WC-40382, invalid. Now, here's the problem. So I know it wasn't because I made a purchase 2 weeks ago, and after I called them today, and for some reason the wait time was 50 minutes. 50 minutes. And then for some reason, they answered and hung up on me, and I had to call them back and waited another 40 to 45 minutes, finally talking to this guy. I told him how I went on the website. I made sure all my addresses was correct that's associated with the card. My money card is through where I work. I work at a place called, I probably shouldn't say this for copyright reasons, but I work at a place called Ball Fart. It's a giant retail thing. Well, it rhymes with ball fart, so we'll just call it that, quote unquote. And their network card, I had to go on their website, and they still had in their computer my old address. So I put my address when I first moved down to Bardstown, which is what everything's at. The guy on the PlayStation Network checked everything, and you found out that everything was correct. Here's the problem. Everything's correct, but I have to wait 24 hours to do anything with it again. Because if you try to buy something and that error code or whatever pops up 3 times, you're locked out of being able to do anything for 24 hours with that card. It will always give you that error code. Here's the stupid thing about that. They don't tell you that. It doesn't pop up on the screen due to the fact that you tried 3 times. You have to wait 24 hours. You're locked out. And they don't tell you that. You have no way of knowing that unless you call them and they tell you that you're locked out. That's a bunch of bullshit. They need to fucking put some kind of code up there to say once you do it 3 times that you're locked out, or a disclaimer. And they don't do that. And I was really pissed about that. So today I had to actually get a cab, which was only $10. Went to GameStop, got what I was wanting to do that I couldn't do on a network. I got a PsN card for a little bit of money, $10 here, and put it in. It works just fine. It's a hassle, but I did it, and there you go. This is episode 66, PsN, what the fuck, in case you're just joining me. It doesn't look like anybody's joining me. That's okay. Hopefully my 11 subscribers will tune in a little bit later. And this is what the fuck pisses me off about this whole situation, is the fact that they did not tell you in any kind of way, shape, or form that you, after 3 times, you're locked out. You don't even have a clue. And it's really ridiculous. And really, really ticks me off. Anyway, that's one of the fucking problems I have with them. I even have a bigger problem, though. So, when I moved to my new place here, I didn't have internet, but I do have a plethora of digital titles. Well, guess what? Because I didn't have internet, I couldn't sign in into the Sony network. All of my digital titles had a lock on it. And I found out it's because if you can't sign in, it doesn't know that you bought the stuff. It locks it for security reasons, like you didn't buy it, but I bought it. So what the fuck is the problem? I'll tell you what the fuck the problem is. These motherfuckers on the Sony PlayStation Network do not store the licenses for those games to be used on your hard drive. See, Microsoft on the 360 did. You could have zero internet. You could be in the middle of bumfuck Egypt somewhere, and you could still play all your digital titles. You wouldn't, when you went to your games list library, you wouldn't have like pitching through that already. When I went through my first, when I moved from my place out in Preston Highway area to Taylor Boulevard area, and it was so ridiculous. Just ridiculous that Sony won't let you do that if you're offline. Not only that, these motherfuckers, I also have some retail titles. I had Agents of Mayhem. It wouldn't even detect, I could play the game, obviously, but it wouldn't even detect the damn DLC. So I go through my hard drive to see if the DLC is on there as far as the save files and things like that go. They're not. The DLC is stored on a fucking server somewhere. That is fucking bullshit. For Sony to come out 2 years ago, right before the system came out, or 3 years ago, however old the PS4 is now, I think 3 years now. Has that much time passed? Really? I need to have a sip of beer on that one, ladies and gentlemen. Holy shit. It's good. Think about this. So, they were all talking about how, oh, we don't have DRM, we don't have all this stuff, you can just share games, you can play it offline, all this stuff. Horse shit, you can't. Can't play your games unless you can, you have to be able to sign in. Fuck you if you bought digital titles, and fuck you if you have DLC. I was playing Mafia 3, and I have a hard copy of that, and guess what? Nope, sorry, DLC, not there, doesn't exist. It's so frustrating for that. However, let me tell you this. Let me speak on this, so to speak. If you own a Microsoft Xbox One, guess where they store the licenses? I'll give you a hint. In the fucking hard drive. So you can still have that game. You can have zero connection to the internet and still play your digital titles. Sony doesn't let you fucking do that at all. You have to have an internet connection. You have to be able to sign in. See, Microsoft lets you sign into your profile. It's a separate thing, but not fucking Sony. Thanks a lot, you motherfuckers. Anyway, that's the second thing that really fucking pisses me off about their stupid PlayStation bullshit that I gotta fucking deal with. You know, that's two right there. Those are two big fucking bunches of crap. You know, besides, and their stupid 50-minute wait time today, which was fucking atrocious and ridiculous. And I understand a whole lot of people got PlayStations for fucking Christmas. If it's not rocket science, you start a profile, you fucking plug up the internet, and you're fucking done. You can get the updates and all that shit. Might take a little bit of time, but to fucking hook the whole thing up and put your profile in and your stupid name, that takes no fucking time. Get it the fuck together. And you, PlayStation Network, you need it the fuck together. It is not right or fair that just because I didn't have fucking internet, I couldn't sign in, that you lock the fucking games out. When I talked to them on the phone about this 2 weeks ago, you know what they told me? Well, it's security reasons. We don't know if that's you who really purchased the games. That's what the guy told me on the other line. What do you mean you don't know it's me? You have all my information. It shows the purchases. It has my address, my credit card, all that stuff. Oh, yeah, but it's not me. It's clearly it's not me. You fucking assholes. It really pisses me the fuck off. It's bullshit, and you fucking know it. I wouldn't have this fucking problem in Microsoft. It's really, really tempting for me to fucking say fuck this system and switch gears and go back. But you know, and go back to the Microsoft side. And the only reason that I don't is because I've spent so much fucking money and time, and I've vested in this fucking Sony shit. That's why I don't do it. PsN, episode 66. What the fuck? This has been JuiceMan3941 joining me in the Gaming Roundtable. Thank you so much to hear my little rant about PlayStation, and warning to you who might have to go through the same, similar experience. Anyway, I appreciate you tuning in. This has been episode 66. Thanks for joining the Gaming Roundtable. I am your host, Useman3941. I will be back in a little while for another video and another look at some really cool stuff. And I'm actually going to be talking a little bit on my next video about Final Fantasy 15. I did a real kind of rant about that last year, about the way the game was going to be and all this stuff. And boy, oh boy, was I fucking right. And actually, I was kind of wrong too. Anyway, thanks for joining me, gamers. And as always, good gaming.